Hello, Virgo. It's your friend Dharma Jane. I'm going to do a love spread for you for May, and then I'm actually going to spread it into June in case this is resonating for you and you want to take it a little further. So this month is going to be a gypsy spread. I'm kind of sick of doing the heart spread for now. I will come back to that eventually. So without further ado, calling in guides, calling in angels, calling in anyone from the highest good that has a love message for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello, cross watchers. Little disclaimer, if you're a cross watcher and you don't like what I have to say, please do not comment something shitty because I will delete it. Or I'll get all Libra about it and we'll have us a little comment showdown, you know what I'm saying? I hate saying stuff like that, especially since technically I'm talking to a wall. But you know what I'm saying. Like, don't be rude. Calling in guides, calling in angels, calling in anyone from the highest good. Or Virgo. Past, present, future. Okay, jumper cards. Uh-oh. Soulmate. And then King of Earth. So Six of Cups doesn't always have to be the soulmate. It can also be about children. It can also be about nostalgia and past lives and past memories and something past. It's always about something that belongs in your life that once was. So we have an air sign and a fire sign and a water sign. Okay, so Virgo's home space is upside down. That's the Four of Wands in reverse. That's the home space, the heart space, the hearth fires, all of that. And on either side of that being a wreck, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Fire. So it's like there's the home and what's going on in the home, and then there's this other thing that's going on for Virgo. What is this other thing? Possibly with a Libra, but it's something that feels justified. Oh. It could be getting a divorce, and the reason that I'm saying that is because you have the lawyer and the judge, or the lawyer and the judge, the unhappy home, and then getting your wishes granted with a new start. That's divorce. And it does feel like Virgo wanted that. Because they don't, this anxiety was everlasting. It just feels like it never would go away until this happens, until this split up, break up, or the decision to, and it's kind of like that's what you want. Yeah, that's what you were wishing on a star for, was to come to a place of no more drama. Oh my goodness. And then I pull the Death card, right? That feels very divorcey, or like the need to divorce. Because also in your recent past, you have, who is this King of Air? That's somebody who, like, I heard nobody likes. Yikes. So it's like, this is fear. This is fear to take on this Queen of Fire. This is fear to go check out and see what other options there are, because this is the Eight of Cups under here, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups. Because it's like feeling like you're not going to be victorious. Who's this Queen of Fire? Oh. Two of Cups in reverse. So you could have been with a fire sign, or this Queen of Fire could have been the reason that the divorce is necessary. But she feels competitive. Like competitive. To a place of nope. It feels like this person entered the marriage and now, like, I feel like I just want to run away. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. She's in the way of the marriage or the partnership. You know, the Fool in reverse is not being able to get anywhere at all. And, you know, that's recent past. So this could be children and then the father of the children, and then you have this, like, divorce issue and the inability to start something new or to, like, heal this because this, you know, wench is in the way. So there's Justice in reverse again. And these two cards came out together, so I'm going to take them. This change, okay, that's the Tower and the Nine of Air. This change brings continual anxiety. That's not something that's, you've already been having that. Because you have Justice in reverse and just being unhappy in love. That's what, though, that Justice is in balance, and the Queen of Water in reverse does not feel loved. I feel like she feels taken care of. But what does it matter if you have a shiny box to sit inside of if you have to sit in the shiny box by yourself? Because your partner's running around with this fire sign. So, but I feel like there was permission to do so. I just feel like this competitive nature kind of ruined everything. Because it's like Virgo wants to come out of this, but it really is going to take some hardcore thinking and feeling and, like, going deep within, because this King of Pentacles has all the pentacles. All of them. And so you don't really know whether, somebody doesn't know whether or not they should stay trapped there. Like, what are we going to do? This is, can you see these? It's the Wheel of Fortune. What are we going to do with this Wheel of Fortune? Am I going to keep spinning around in the same thing and keep living in this state of anxiety? Or am I going to, you know, bail and start something new with less pentacles? And with kids involved, I can understand why that would be troubling. And again, here we have the Eight of Cups. Like, and that is on top of the Four of Swords, which is like going inward and thinking, like, do I go? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because it's nothing but, it feels like nothing but anxiety. And that this Tower moment, Tower here, would absolutely destroy everything. And so there's a holding on factor. Four of Pentacles. So it's like, I'm just going to hold on to this marriage and this anxiety, even though it's a big pile of bad marriage, because I'm scared. Remember, we talked about fear here? It's okay to be scared, particularly if this is someone that you've been with your whole life. Like if you are like me and hooked up with your husband in high school and that was 20 years ago, and now you're like, oh my God, you're still there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love him, but he drives me crazy. My point is that if this is someone that you've always kind of been around, that a complete and utter change, particularly with less pentacles, seems a little bit terrifying. Why is Justice in reverse? Right? Right? And it's taking too long for somebody to see that being in a 2-cup relationship doesn't work when there's 3 cups. Particularly when the 3rd cup is so competitive and has to be the winner all the time, that it pushes the original cups apart. Shame, shame. And so it's like he comes back, whoever this is, right? Comes back with like half of a cup. It's like halfway empty because this lady has the other half of it. And Virgo's like, really? You know, all 4 of these cups were mine. And then I tried to be cool with you, and now you're coming back with half of a cup. No. Just no. Oh my God, that's 3 towers. 1 tower, 2 tower, 3 towers in a row. You're going to have to pull that very last Jenga peg and knock this down. This fire sign is so competitive that I feel like she is willing to set all of these houses on fire to be the one who wins. Girlfriend, if this is you, if you're a girl and this is your man and his like side chick, get your posse together, because that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And it's ridiculous for the man too, because if, I mean, or same sex or whatever, however this resonates for you. If the other person in the relationship has this side person and is allowing her to be involved in the marriage and like come to like dinners and like be around kids and like be a part of this thing, so much so to where she's pushing Virgo out, that is unacceptable. I mean, bring down this tower and execute this wench. I mean, that's the only other solution. It's either Virgo walks away by themselves with half of their pentacles, feeling sad and like, what, you know, why did this happen to me? Or the other option is get back to your Virgo self, use some justice and push her out the door where she belongs, slam it and lock it. And I heard pesticided. She's like a bug, right? Organic, please. Use organic pesticide when you exterminate. Ew. Just ew. Yep. And so this king is walking around with an empty cup. And this Virgo is like just a mess. Because I don't feel like Virgo wants to end this. I don't feel like that at all. I mean, partially because of Pentacles, partially because of children, but also because, like I was saying before, this is like this is your space. I keep picking up the competitive vibe for Virgo and for whoever this fire sign is. So very bottom of the deck of all of them is the Two of Cups upright. So that's better news for the future, because there's either going to be something else coming. Oh, and that's what's coming. Contentment on top of the devil energy. But then you also have the Eight of... Yeah, because something new is going to start. Something is going to wind up working in your favor coming towards like end of May. Except that I don't think this cycle is over, but I do think that some of these tower moments, because very clearly in the middle of May, something is going down. 3 towers, bam, bam, bam. Something's going down in the middle of May. But I'm not necessarily sure that it's the marriage, because you have the world in reverse here. The cycle isn't ending. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is another cycle not ending. So that's not, I don't see that, but I do see happiness and contentment, and like I heard, all is well in the land. So that might be what I was talking about before, where you go very Virgo and just exterminate this little fire bug, exterminate the fire ant, right? No need to be competitive. And then you like get your stability back, because what's the Page of Fire? That's having the conversation that you don't want to end it. Because you really, really, really do love this person. I feel like they, at one point, were your very best friend. But then some kind of weird arrangement happened, and now you're competing in your own house. So, but it is going to take strength, because I don't think that whatever these towers are, I don't think they're instantaneous. I think it might be even 3 different arguments or 3 different big changes. But you have the offer of like passion along with a message of love. So I do think that you can work it out if that's what you want to do. But I kind of feel like there's still anxiety involved, because with the 9 of Cups in reverse, I mean, that is getting what you want. Oh, I heard be careful what you wish for. So, I mean, but if you've been with this person for a long time, that's not news. Look at that. I picked up the bottom of the deck, and there's that. Ah, and then the Hierophant. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these 2 people are supposed to be together. I really do. Oh, jeez. Sorry, piggy. I just dropped a bunch of cards on her head. What can we expect for June for this same couple, for this same situation? What can, after the cycle doesn't end, but we find a place of contentment, what happens after that? Ooh. So we do have the 5 of Pentacles again. But then we have all of these burdens being laid down. It's just there's still disappointment and so, and this is what I was saying down here. It's that this person was your best friend and blah, blah, blah. And that you already know that they're a difficult person to be married to, if that's what this is. And then you come back to a place where you feel better. But then moving into June, you're like, oh, right. This person is difficult to love. But you're still not making the decision to move on in mid-June, because, I mean, it's like, I don't want to say because there isn't any other options, but I mean, there isn't really any other options. I kind of want to be like, what for? It just feels like starting over a bunch of drama again. That's what that feels like. See, and Virgo is having a hard time manifesting something that gives as much as it takes. And I think that's what one of the main focuses here in this, 2-month span, is that there needs to be some balance brought back, because what was once balanced then got completely disrupted by this fire sign. And so once the balance comes back, then you're more able and willing to accept some of the truths that this, I keep wanting to talk about Pisces, because there's a Pisces here, Pisces there, lots of cups. Oh my goodness. But then, and I think maybe it might be because this fire sign like ends up going away. Because this is someone like coming to the rescue and like taking you out of your place of feeling trapped. And so this, I mean, it could be different for everybody, but for some of you, this is somebody coming in and like rescuing you and taking you to a new relationship. For some of other of you, this is this person dropping this fire sign and then kind of rescuing you out of your own mental prison. See, because then there you are with your pentacle. Bam. Coming out of June, Virgo is got their game on again. See? Yay! Virgo wins. You see what happens when you're competitive? I'm just like poking this card like I know who it is. You see what happens when you're competitive in somebody else's relationship? You lose. And that's the way that is. Go Virgo. Go Virgo. See, because then you have the that's the 10 of cups, right? So you end up at the end of June with the 10 of cups, but I think that some of the things that are keeping Virgo in this state of anxiety, those need to be let go of, because there needs to be a strong realization that this victory, you have the pentacle, this big fat cup of love here, that needs to be the realization. And then all of this other past stuff, all of these tower moments need to be let go of. And then I think it's important that if there was some kind of strange agreement to where this fire sign was allowed to come in and start to be involved with your family, then that needs to never happen again. I mean, we all learn lessons. And I think that starting it out, it was supposed to be really like cool and like progressive, to like be fine with your man having side girlfriends, but she got too competitive. She needs to go. And like I said, and maybe that's why I gave that disclaimer at the beginning of the video, like if you're a cross watcher, do not bitch at me. I mean, this is not your video, period. If you're a cross watcher, this isn't for you. This is for them. And if you're coming here, especially if you're this girl and you're coming here to peek up on this Virgo whose man that you're hooking up with, get a life, please. Get a life, get your own marriage, get out of this situation, because you're causing problems and there's kids involved. You know? Just bye. So, but for those of you who are not cross-watching and this does resonate for you, go put your Exterminator suit on and make that happen. And then coming towards June, towards the end of June, I think that you're going to find yourself in a place where you feel a lot better. Okay, Virgo, that's all I have for you for May and June. I'll be back in a couple weeks for another 2-month spread. Private readings in the box below, and find me on Instagram, dharmajane.8. Have a good one.